for JetHawks baseball!
Somebody sign? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Well, thanks, Eric, for the intro. Welcome to This Week in JetHawks Baseball. I'm your host, Jeff Lasky. Here's what we've got coming up for you on today's show. As always, our Scott Bluzewicz will introduce you to the opponents, this time the Lake Elsinore Storm, and Will Thornhill is going to tell you about some of the events that are coming up here at the hangar. Now, if you talk with sports scientists, they'll tell you that the hardest thing to do in all of professional sports is hit a baseball. And as we record this week's show, there is no one in all of minor league baseball who has more hits or a better batting average than JetHawks second baseman Jose Altuve. Jose is our special guest on this week's show, so let's go meet him. And welcome back. Here we are with JetHawks star second baseman Jose Altuve. And in the game of baseball, if you're a 280 hitter, you're pretty good. If you're hitting better than 300, you're probably one of the best hitters in the league. You're the only guy right now in the California League who's managed to hit 400. Are you even surprised about how well you've hit to start the year?
Oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I've never been hitting 450 games. I feel pretty good right now, and I just keep doing it. If I keep hitting 400, it's gonna be okay.
You've had stretches in your career where you've hit well for a week or so. It's really hard to do it as consistently as you've done it. Why do you think you've been able to do it over the long haul, the season so far?
I mean, last year I was hitting pretty good too, hit kind of 300 all year long. But after the season was over, I went to Venezuela and I played a winter ball with a lot of big league players. And I played with them every day. I was kind of the only player in the team that wasn't a big leaguer. And I think that's something that helped me a lot to be consistent. A lot of part of the game.
Who are some of the big league players that you played with when you were in Venezuela this year?
Juan Rivera is a left fielder by Toronto Blue Jays. Andres Eloy Blanco, he's a utility guy from Rangers. Roberto Callaspo, he's third baseman from the Angels. A lot of guys that I played with.
When you were playing against the major league pitchers during the off season, what was it that you learned that's been able to help you so far this season?
Always the big pitchers, they throw the balls around the plate. This is why you gotta be more patient. You gotta select your pitch, and then I saw all the players over there doing that. Yeah, patient, just let it go pitch it, then they throw, they hit it. This is what I'm kind of doing right now. Just think about my pitch, if they throw it, just hit it.
I'm sure people kind of always want to talk about your height. Last time they measured you, how tall exactly were you?
Last time, they told me I was 5'6" exactly.
What is it because of your height that surprises people when they watch you play?
I don't know. I know that people always talk about my height, but this is something that don't bother me. Just encouraging me to keep playing, because everybody talk about my height, but then when they see me play, I heard a lot of guys say, "Oh, this guy can play," and that's something that made me feel good.
Yeah, you can obviously play, and you're obviously going to do well as you move up through the system. Has there ever been a time where you've been playing where you've ever said to yourself, "Man, I wish I was 3 inches taller"?
Sometimes I would, but it's okay. This was a good decision. He made me like that. I know I can do it like this.
Well, you're absolutely doing it like this so far. Just keep doing what you're doing, because it's definitely working. That is JetHawks second baseman Jose Altuve having a terrific season here with the JetHawks. Let's find out a little bit about the opposing team here in the series, and we're going to check in with our reporter, Scott Bluzewicz. Scott?
Thanks, Jeff. The JetHawks welcome the Lake Elsinore Storm for a brief 3-game homestand here at the hangar. It will be Lake Elsinore's second trip to Lancaster this season, and the third series the two teams have squared off against one another. Lake Elsinore has won the last 4 straight against the JetHawks, and the two teams are currently battling to avoid the cellar in the 5-team California League Southern Division. Lake Elsinore is led by 2 of the league's most talented hitters, Jed Jericho and Edenson Rincon. That's a look at the Lake Elsinore Storm. Now back to you, Jeff.
Thanks, Scott. Now it's time for this week's trivia question. A little bit earlier on the show, we talked with JetHawks second baseman Jose Altuve, who has the best batting average in all of minor league baseball. So my question for you is a simple one. Who was the last JetHawks player to win the California League batting crown? While you're thinking it over, let's find out about some of the special events coming up around the hangar in the next few weeks with our Will Thornhill. Will?
Thanks, Jeff. We're upstairs in the Sunset Lounge, located right across from the suites on the second level of the concourse. And this season, the Sunset Lounge is open to everyone. That means with just a ticket to the ballpark, you can come upstairs and enjoy some of the beers that we have exclusively up here in the Sunset Lounge, including Rolling Rock, Beck's, and Mike's Hard Lemonade. And make sure you stop by and say hello to my good friend Dale Bilodeau. Usually in this segment, we talk about the upcoming promotions, but this time I want to talk about the upcoming events. There's lots of great reasons to come out to the hangar, and this season we have more than ever. All you need to do is go to JetHawks.com to check out everything we'll be doing here at the ballpark, including car shows, including Grandma's Got Talent, and of course Local Heroes Week, in which we salute the men and women that make the Antelope Valley such a great community to live in. So go to JetHawks.com and plan your next event to come out to the hangar. Bring your family. It's going to be a great time. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, thanks, Will. Let's give you the answer to our trivia question for this week's show. We asked you who was the last JetHawks player to win the California League batting title. The answer is Kobe Clemens. In 2009, Kobe hit .345. He was actually the third straight JetHawks player to win the batting title, following Daniel Nava and Bubba Bell. Our thanks to everyone involved in this week's show, including our special guest, Jose Altuve, along with our reporters, Scott Bluzewicz and Will Thornhill. And if you would like to have your videos produced by the same people who do this show, all you have to do is visit radamproductions.com to find out more. You can watch us online at JetHawks.com, and we'll see you next week on This Week in JetHawks Baseball. And until then, back to you, Eric.